Good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I, of course, am with Originator Success. How do I know that? Because it says so right here on the shirt. Today, I'm here with your daily mortgage rate update coming to you from Arizona. Let's take a peek. This is my 1970s Marriott room. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. However, there is a nice little view out here of the golf course and the sunrise and all of that. So, not too bad, not too bad. I'll be speaking today at a 2020 Vision for Success coaching event. I'm going to tell everybody how to go ahead and get more loans from Google and social media because that's what we do here at Originator Success. So if you're here this morning, say good morning. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Broadcasted to you on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Let Facebook know that you were here. Don't forget to smash that like button, tag an LO friend, share this post in a group. All right. And let's go ahead and say hi to my live folks. Hold on a minute. I got to go back to here. We got to go to here. Let's say hi to our live folks here. I saw my man, Mr. Ron Siegel, said today is National Lager Day. Let me know in the comments. Do you drink a lager? What exactly is a lager? What makes a lager different than a regular beer? I'm not quite sure. I am not a beer guy at all. Like me some ciders. Enjoy me some Tito's. Coming off the plane, I got me some vodka. They have a Minnesota vodka, but let me know in the comments if you're a beer drinker, a lager drinker, what's your flavor and favor of choice. In the meantime, good morning, Mr. Dan Crowley. Great to see you here. Jeremy Lowe, I don't have great news. I've got some not so good news for you today, man. The pressure. I try, but it is what it is, right? I mean, I don't blame the messenger, my friend. Mike Brown, good morning, sir. Mallory Footiato, it's great to have you here. Brandy Brickler in the house. Wonderful to see you, Brandy. Monica Kins, hello, Deb Dick. So many of you join me every day and say, thank you, guys. I really appreciate you doing. Jason Hansen, good morning. Monica, listen, I will tell you, I am the king of poor follow through. If you have reached out to me and I didn't get back to you, just hit me up on or send an email to support@originatorssuccess.com and get us your shirt size. We've got red and gray and black normally. So pick a color and get me your address. Let me know. I will get you one. Angela Walters, good morning. And Tim Cloud, great to see you. Yasmin Martin, hello. Jay Rodriguez, what's up, my friend? Hope all is well in your world. Randy Teakle, that is some expensive grass. Yeah, it probably is, right? 1970s Marriott, they have internet. I am hotspotting it, which is actually working out okay. I have to get this set up, though, to use my phone for a camera because the camera is so much better than the camera here. But check it out. It is kind of funny, right? Like, look at the couch. Bow, 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 bow. Look at that pattern. Look at the pattern on the carpeting. The carpeting in the hallway is the same thing, right? So it's very, very funny to me. But hey, no bed bugs. The sheets are clean. I'm happy. Anyway, well, thank you all so much for joining me. Michael McAllister, I'm going to see you today. Yes, right. Couldn't wait to see me today. I'm going to be hanging out with my man, Michael McAllister, today. Great to have you here on my Facebook, my friend. Looking forward to seeing you in person. Good morning, Alan Christian. Thank you for your kind words and wishes, by the way, sir. So y'all go ahead and put down what is your choice of beverage. I don't even know what a lager is. I don't like beer. I'm not a lager guy. Give me a Tito's, a cranberry. Give me a cider. I'll take most any cider. Those are my things. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and let's flip over to actually, I need to change the Slack advice because I don't agree with it. Ron, I do have to ask a lady her shirt size because otherwise, if I guess, that's even worse, my friend. That is even worse. So bear with me, y'all. I am changing this up because this is not, let's see, bonds slipping, lock 'em. All right, so that would be more of my advice. Let's go ahead and take a look together, though. Hold on, let me see. Share the screen, entire screen, share the screen, share. Okay. All right. So Here you go, y'all. This morning, mortgage-backed securities are down 13 basis points to start the day. I want to zoom in. I want to show you guys. Take a look here. Look at the pattern. I told you that I thought this was going to happen, and it's exactly what has happened. Let me see. I just want to move this off a hair so I can get that little box to go away. There we go. Okay. Right here. Take a look. Right. Okay. So mortgage bonds have been improving through November after reaching the worst levels here around November 15th. Right around that middle of November, we've improved coming into December. However, I warned you that I thought we could be capping out, and we did see technical resistance. This green line, the 50-day moving average, has held up for mortgage-backed securities, and we've seen them falling away. Now, tomorrow we're going to get the CPI inflation data. And I don't know if that data is going to really have anything positive to turn things around. But that's we would have to see some pretty big moves on that CPI data in order to see things flip around. I'll tell you why. Because right now markets are basically priced in one more Fed rate cut that'll bring us to 4.25. In December rather, and then in January, markets believe probably going to hold. There's only a 20% expectation that will continue to cut from here. If we saw inflation come in super low, that's not going to drive this. We need to see the labor market falling apart for this to happen. And the reality is, although we can pick holes in the labor market, it's not totally falling apart. Yes, unemployment ticked higher, but the number of jobs created, the number of job openings, all of that stuff, it's not falling apart. It's leveling off, it's weakening, and that's what the Fed wants to see. I mean, right now we're really dialed into that perfect unfortunately, it's that perfect storm, that soft landing that the Fed wanted. By the time we get to March, then you see there's about another expectation of possibly another cut. Markets do believe that the Fed funds rate is going to have to continue to go lower. Now, again, we all know the Fed funds rate does not necessarily, it's not the mortgage rates, right? They don't set the mortgage rates. However, when you look at where the expectations are for how much lower the Fed funds rate is going to go, it gives you expectations on inflation. It gives you expectations, it shows you what traders are thinking as far as what's going to happen with treasury yields and bonds and all that stuff. So right now, the 10-year treasury yield back above 4.2. It's at 4.23 at the moment. Let's take a look and at this one a little bit closer. Hold on, let me get rid of the boxes. You do that and it does that. I have to turn that feature off. Anyway, here you go. I told you, remember, this is the opposite. Down is good, whereas when we look at bonds and the bond pricing, we want to go up. So here, down is good. We have been pushing against the red line, which is the 50-day moving average. We had this, we'll call purple. The purple line, the 200-day moving edge, we broke below it, but it wasn't really all that convincing to me that we were going to continue to drop. And here we are pushing back above it. We're above the convergence of the 200 and the 50-day moving averages here. So when we take a look at this, let's put this on 1 month. You can see it even closer. All right, so here you go. We were creeping below it, and then we pushed back up. So I told you the technicals were putting us in a position that we were likely to see rate sheets start to lose ground and rebound. We saw bonds improve. Now we're seeing them sell off. Tomorrow's, CPI data could come in lower than expected or reasonable and help things settle in, but it's just not enough to be putting it. My advice is to go back to locking. We have seen rates improve quite a bit. When we take a look here at rate sheets, we were up into the 7 1/8-ish area, low sevens. Now we're back down into the high sixes, and these are rates. This is where rates are going to be. This is where they're going to stay. So we kind of have defined that, and we know that. So let's go ahead and chat about your comments. Ron said, let's see what you guys have to say. So again, sorry, on the little computer, it's even harder for me to see the comments. So I'm going to go back in here and see. Nathan Einkorn's got a dad joke for us today. Let's roll it. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas. Nicholas. I am not a poor Santa Claus. I'm an awesome Santa Claus. I am a Santa cowboy. That is a good one. Thank you, Nathan. So I will be sure to use that somewhere in my day today. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? A Nicholas. Boom. All right. Randy Teagle said, after all these years, it's still counterintuitive. The bad news for the economy is good news for the mortgage business. Yes. we always, of course, would like a balance to that, and I think that's what we're going to get. What's going to happen is, my opinion. I mean, we're in December. We're going to get through the holidays. We know the winter is going to be a little bit tough in January, and you're going to be fighting for deals January, February. Once we get into the spring, rates are going to have settled at these levels. They're not going to go much lower, but they're also hopefully not going to move much higher. Now they can move higher, but hopefully they don't. And I think consumers will be out there, buying. Also, I'll tell you, people are starting to really struggle. Do you know the US? I don't know what the statistics are, but the amount of money we spend, the amount of money of our budget spent servicing our debt load because we borrow to pay our bills as a country, that's what treasuries are, is astronomical. And the same thing's happening in households. So we're going to definitely want to be focusing on debt consolidation situations, things like that, to get this here. So um, let's see. Ron Siegel has a forecast: big stock market drop the first week of January might be good for bonds. It might be, but it would be short-lived. It's not going to drive rates down with any significance. Even if bonds improve, it'll be a bump in rate sheets. You want to be ready to maybe have a couple refis lined up if you do see that. Um, so keep that there. Mason said, "Call me Santa." Yeah, I know what it's like to be Nicholas, my friend. Jeremy, sorry, dude. Don't have wonderful news for you, but it's also not terrible news. Listen, we have been through this. We have gotten rates. Also, focus on this, y'all. There's still a lot of homes that are moving on the market. It's the quiet season right around the holidays. People tend to kind of push it off, and it's tough to get them to make moves. I'm not going to say that it's not. However, there are a lot of transactions, and there's one third of the number of originators out there than there used to be. I mean, that's what I hear that from a couple different sources. There's about a third. So we've had the attrition in the industry. There's less business, but there's less people for it to have to go, less mouths to feed. So stay positive. Chapman used their forecast on Thursday. They're extremely accurate, generally in the top three in the U.S. alongside Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. You can register to watch it online. What is it that they're forecasting for the overall stocks and economy? Ron, is that what they're posting on there? So anyway, let's see what you guys had to say about loggers. Michael McAllister, I go through phases right now. It's bourbon on the rocks. McAllister, you can have mine. Not a bourbon guy, which everyone laughs. What's up, Jerry Avila? Great to see you here, Jerry. We're talking lagers. Hammer is a pinky out drinker. No, I just don't like beer. Ugh. Um, let's see. Water. Mark Clark, only drink water. Awesome. My advice: some diet water, and once in a while, dehydrated water. Yasmin, no beer. Lager for me, don't like the taste. I'm with you, Yasmin. Not my thing at all. Angela Walters, though, her favorite is an beer over a lager. I think regular beer, isn't it? I don't even know. Tim said they're all beer. It has to do with the yeast it's used to ferment it. Thank you. He's explained to me what the hell a lager is because I don't know. Ron Siegel's not a lager guy, not a beer guy. Red wine, vodka, and good tequila. Monica Dinkins, not a beer drinker either. Alan Christian, I will do well in Arizona. Thank you, sir. Monica Dinkins said, shout out 2020 Vision. Love Christine. Yep, Christine is awesome. I will tell her that you said so when I see her in a little while. McAllister, make sure I don't forget. So, all right, my friends, let's go ahead and wrap it up with the other stuff. Remember, you can sign up for a free email for your inbox each and every weekday morning, www.ratelockadvice.com. Get a free daily email about what's going on with the markets. You can also sign up for our text alerts, www.ratetextalerts.com. And let's see, here with text alerts for yesterday, right? As we pull this one up together. Did you know you can read backwards? I can read backwards. Does this all show backwards or right to you guys? I'm not quite sure. It's backwards to me, but I'm going to read it. Bonds slipping as the day wraps up. Some lenders may consider a late day reprice. Worse, most will just have worse morning late rate sheet pricing unless we see some kind of bounce, which we did not. I did not think that we were going to see this, some kind of gains. Technicals point to pricing slipping from here without help from it was supposed to be from inflation data. consider locking some loans to protect what we have tomorrow. On tomorrow, no real economic data, and we could see things slipping for pricing. So yeah, is it backwards? Yeah, I read it backwards. How about that? I rocked that. Yeah, I think I should probably see what maybe this is on imaging or something. Also, you can sign up for text reminders if you want to know that I'm going live, www.hmmr.io/reminder. And don't forget to check us out at originatorssuccess.com. Getting business next year is going to be difficult. I know that you don't want to be spending money. I don't want to be asking you for it, but it's how the world works. If I don't get money from you, I can't give you awesome, amazing value. And we do. The good news is if you spend money with us, if it's not working out, you're free to cancel anytime. There's never any contracts. There's no setup fees. And most people don't cancel because it works and they get business. You've seen the testimonials, and I'll show you more another time. So take care, my friends. Ron said, am I seeing my messages are backwards? Yes, Ron. Everything I say is actually code. It has to be decoded and figured out because it is all backwards. These hats make me look even more washed out. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't ever think I'm vain, but I feel like my eyes look very, very small in this hat. But I love my Santa hat. So, Ron was asking, what's 2020? 2020 Vision for Success is a coaching company. Definitely check them out. visionyoursuccess.net. visionyoursuccess.net. So I have many, many friends in the industry that run coaching companies. Scott Groves, Consolidated Coaching, Christine Beckwith, whose right-hand man is Jason Frazier over at 2020 Vision for Success. And of course, Kai McBride, he's got his own gig going there. So there's quite a few. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, y'all, so I can get some breakfast and get out of here. I'll see you guys. If for some reason, if I'm not on tomorrow, I have to check the time. I don't know what time my flights were, but I will send out a text message. So if you're not on our text code, get on those. hmmr.io/reminder. If you don't see me live tomorrow, it's because I think my flight's at 6 Mountain. So that's 7, 8. So I might be in the air and I might not be able to post anything tomorrow. So you may not see me live tomorrow, which of course we're getting the inflation data. So I will post something though. I'll have something out there. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.